Hey folks, this is Nate coming at you. What is it today? It's a Wednesday, April 27th. I know it's been a while since I've put up a video. Been super busy, but that's good. We like being busy. um, Life is going good generally, and sort of anticipating all this really cool Star Wars stuff coming soon. May 4th is just around the corner, and Kenobi series is just around the corner after that. So, lots of cool stuff to look forward to. And one of the cool things that's also been happening lately is that, a handful of some saber friends of mine have been sending me their hilts to build configs on for them, proffie configs with blade styles and such. So what I wanted to demo for you tonight was the most recent config that I built for a saber friend of mine. He sent me his SP Sabers HighGround hilt. It was Obi-Wan Kenobi hilt, and he wanted some Kenobi and Kenobi related sound fonts and blade styles put on there. So had a lot of fun building that config for him. And I've already sent the hilt back to him, but I went ahead and put that config on my custom Menace, which has a really nice sound setup on this one. So I figured I'd throw the config on here and demo it for y'all, and then post the style codes in the video description. So if anybody wanted a copy of these styles, you can go ahead and grab them from my paste bin. So this is this config. I call this one Kenobi and Company. This is sort of a timeline of sound fonts of his through all of the various movies that he appeared in, as well as his villain opponents. So it's going to have young Obi, old Obi, some Maul, Count Dooku, Darth Vader, and General Grievous. So let's see, let's start from the top. So the first one is TPMOB from KSith.
Meet Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And this one is a custom blue audio flicker blade. This is just about 10% lighter than a standard blue. This blue style is a little bit special to me because this is one of my blade styles where I really paid a much closer attention to the color scheme from the movie, from Phantom Menace. I tried to capture that on this blade style, on the style code for this as best I could. So the blasts and the clashes are going to have sort of a tinge of red, also fading into either orange yellows or into whites, depending on what the effect is.
Is it in their nature to make us wait this long? I am ready to face the trials.
And this next one is CrimsonMenace, and this one's also from KSith. And this is going to be a red, like a dark red brown nose flicker blade. And because of the way the sound font is, it's a very fast but very deep bassy sound font. So it actually comes off looking almost like an audio flicker. But this is a brown noise. There's a little bit of of that fragmented, unstable effect you see on the swing. Now this blade style isn't as, I didn't pay as much attention on this style to Canon color scheme as I did on the first one. So for example, I used, this is one of the earlier styles that I built where I wanted to test out my halo effect lockup. Blue. And I really liked it on a red blade, so I just left it on here. So I never really went back and canonized this style code, so I just left it as is. So these clashes are more in the orange-yellow family. And then the lightning block has just a shade of violet in it.
Slave 1 2.0.
So this sound font is, I believe, from, I want to say his name's Lord Rekiad, I think. It's either from Lord Rekiad or Dendo's Moonforge. I don't remember which. So this is Slave 1's from Attack of the Clones. And then I did a custom style code on here to match the Prion for the seismic charge. And then this drops into a sort of a medium light blue pulse blade. One of the few style codes where I'm still using that full blade Force Lightning. Then you're doing a cycle down. It's actually a pretty fast cycle down on but that one's it's actually a really understated sound font. I don't see that played too often out there, but I really like this font. It's a really cool font. I'll try and find out exactly where I got it, and then I'll post the link in the video description where I got this particular one. And the next one is TheCountsClaw from Kyberphonic.
It is obvious that this contest cannot be decided by our knowledge of the Force. By our knowledge of the lightsaber.
So this is a, what is this? Yeah, this is basically this is static red blade, single color static red. And this is a sort of a medium red, middle of the road red. I have this set to a 150. I tried to grab more of the color scheme on this style from Revenge of the Sith, and not from the animated series. Although I do have a version of this style that is from the animated series that has sort of more yellow and orange in the clashes and effects. But from Revenge of the Sith and the battle scene up on the top of the ship, his effects were a little bit closer to like almost white with a tinge of blue.
Typical Jedi. Brave, but stupid.
But then some of the quotes on this font are from the animated series.
You're no match for the dark side. General Kenobi.
And this is TheBoldOne from KSith, and this is going to be a blue. So this is a standard blue hum flicker. So this is a regular blue with a half step blue on the hum flicker. And again, I'm really going. This is also paying attention more closer to the more Canon color schemes from the movies. That has a really cool after effect on this funk. I love that. The end of lockup on this one. Wait. Can't get it to play again. That one.
Hello there.
I've been trained in your Jedi arts by Count Dooku.
And so these next two are the pair of Grievous fonts from Kyberphonic. That's GrievousHigh and GrievousLow. And the first one is a green audio flicker blade, and then the second one is his blue audio flicker blade. And then the side effects, so the clashes, blasts, lockups, they're all the same. It's just the color is different on each one. And then I tried to match the melt color with the color scheme you see in the movie when he's fighting Kenobi and he's scraping his sabers on the ground when he spins them. So I tried to match that. It's sort of like this rotation between like a dark yellow, orange, red, and then sort of cycles back through. So I tried to capture that in the it was either in the melt or the tip drag, but I tried to do that. So that's his green one. And here's the blue. Or it may have actually been the stab that I tried to capture that color scheme on. Yeah, it might have been the stab, come to think of it.
Jedi scum.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
This is Heroes Pack Obi-Wan from Kyberphonic. And then this is also sort of a slightly customized blue. This is sort of a 10% green, 90% blue. So 0, 25, 255. And this is a another audio flicker blade. Because this particular client, because he wanted most of his styles to be sort of Canon themed, I kept most of these styles as like either static, audio flicker, random flicker, or hump flicker. Didn't get too fancy, like no flame blades or anything like that.
Don't try it! Don't try it!
In fact, the effect colors are almost identical on this one as they are to the one on TPMOB. The main difference is the main blade color. The custom blue is just a tad bit different.
Darth Sidious.
And this is the Senate Revenge of the Sith version from KSith. And this is a red hump flicker blade.
Now you will experience the full power of the dark side. Powerful Sith you will become.
So this one does have a little bit of an unstable swing off the force effect. Very tiny one.
I'm too weak. Oh, don't kill me, please.
Master Kenobi?
I am, and when you have your strength, I will help you on your way.
And this is OB4V2, the Rebels version. And this is a random per LED flicker blade, and this has got it's like 2 or 3 layers of a custom blue. It's like a lighter blue.
If you define yourself by your power to take life, your desire to dominate, to possess, then you have nothing. What you need, you already have. Unfortunately, you seem to be letting it all go.
I am the Inquisitor.
And this is the GrandHunter. Now, I only added this because it had sort of an affiliation with Rebels, where he appeared. But I don't think Kenobi actually had a direct encounter with the Grand Inquisitor. That was Kanan. But anyway, I included it, and my friend wanted this font specifically on here, so I was happy to oblige. I love the sound font. This is a red unstable pulse blade, and it has a glitchy ignition. Now, I really like that glitchy ignition. It works really well on some fonts, or I should say on some blade styles. What I would say is that if you want to use it, especially on a font that's like really sinister, like this one, make sure you're using it for a preon that has enough time on the preon file to where you really get that flicker and then shut off before the blade turns on. The one mistake I did on this one is I didn't elongate the preon file just a little longer to give it more space. So it kind of like flashes on and then the blade comes up before the glitch has enough time to turn off again. But it's a really neat effect. You just want enough time in the preon file for it to really do its thing.
There are some things far more frightening than death.
And then I'm using a spark tip on the ignition, on the retraction there.
Ben Kenobi?
And this is OB4V2, the Cantina version.
I haven't gone by the name of Obi-Wan since all before you were born.
So if any of you are out there looking for good sound fonts to get, sort of leading up to the Kenobi series, if you haven't gotten the OB4 version 2, sound font package from Kyberphonic. I highly recommend it. I also highly recommend the Negotiator from Force. That's a great sound font. And I'll list some more in the video description too. But those are two of my favorite Kenobi style fonts, I would say. Is OB4 from Kyberphonic and the Negotiator from Force. The Negotiator has a little bit more humor in it, but it's still a great font. This one's a little bit different from the Rebels version. I'm using an emitter flare, a responsive on this one. And then I'm also using a different transition on the lockup. So on this one, I'm just doing a straight dissipate on the lockup. I also tried to structure the clash on this one. Excuse me. Tried to structure the clash on this one to get more of the red on the flash to go up and down to get more coverage on the blade. And that's because in the movie in A New Hope, there's a lot of those scenes, especially when he's fighting Darth Vader, where the clash on the blade, you see the color flash on the entire surface of the blade, and then there's some scenes where it doesn't. So I tried to do that on a custom flash on clash rather than just using a flash fade out, because I also wanted to try and get that delay. And then the last one in this config is The Father, A New Hope version 2. It's an awesome font from Kyberphonic. This is also an audio flicker blade.
Enough of this. Vader, release him.
As you wish.
I love that lockup sound so much. That traditional lockup. Sounds so good on this font.
Don't be too proud of this technological terror you've constructed. The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of the Force.
So that's sort of a custom post-off I scraped from the Star Wars Reimagined sequence. They just had to put it on there. I had just been watching it one night going, you know, I really want to put that on one of my sound fonts. So anyway, so that's the config I put on my friend's HighGround. He, you know, as I said, he wanted sort of a collection of more Canon-themed blade styles to these sound fonts. So if you want to grab a hold of some good light side, dark side, more style codes that are sort of tightened up and more Canon-like, please go ahead and grab these. I'll leave my Pastebin URL in the video description for them. I encourage you to grab them, use them, have fun with them, and I hope everybody enjoys the premiere of Kenobi coming up next month. I know I'm certainly looking forward to it. All right, y'all. May the Force be with you. Take care.